and welcome to Aston Villa Fan Club.
I think we're going to look at the top 10 biggest bargains, so let's just get straight into it. Number 10, Wilfred Boomer, 4.27 million. One of the best left backs to don the Villa shirt, Boomer was brilliant. Full-backs are hard to deal with. I mean, you look at Man City, Man United, they still haven't got that problem solved with the left-back position being the biggest thorn in the club's sides. This is similar with us, we've had so much trouble replacing him. Amavi was atrocious, Joe Bennett failed to impress, Warnock was a big fat meh, and Target is alright, but he cost 3 times what Boomer did, and the lad can't defend. Boomer joined from PSV the day before deadline day in August 2005, and was astonishing for 5 seasons before returning to sender for free at 32. Number 9, Christian Benteke, 7.75 million. In this market, a 20 goal per season centre forward costs around 30 to 40 million pounds, but Paul Lambert paid 20% of that for the Belgian youngster and got 19 Premier League goals in his first season, 10 the next, 13 the year after that, and 2 in our cup run. Absolute bargain. Lambert was quite astute in his transfer business, but this was the best transfer he's ever made, under 8 million for 61 goal contributions in 101 games for us. In comparison, he's gone on to play 153 games for Palace and Liverpool for a combined fee of 70.03 million and only scoring 32 and assisting 16. He's drastically declined since leaving us, but what a bargain he was for Villa. Number 8, Martin Lawson, 3.6 million. Signing for 3.5 million from Milan on the 1st of July 2004, Lawson was an instant hit in Aston and became a fan favourite due to his brilliant performances and very likeable personality. And the fact he'd usually score from corners left the Villa faithful singing his name when they were awarded to us, even if he wasn't playing. He was solid as a rock, and it's such a shame that his career was cut short by injuries, only playing 91 times in 5 years before being forced to retire at just 32. Dean Saunders, 2.57 million. It's always occurred to me that people are quite unfair on Saunders. In the Welsh best of all time debate, he's sort of overlooked for the likes of Gareth Bale and Ryan Giggs. A UEFA Cup Golden Boot with 9 goals, a Turkish Cup, an FA Cup and a League Cup, as well as 24 goals and 77 caps for Wales. Signing from Derby after an injury-ridden season where he played 9 and scored 4, the 28-year-old was worth every penny, and then some, scoring 13 in 35 Premier League games and an additional 29 in 88 games, including a brace in the 94 League Cup final which we won 3-1. He was then sold to Galatasaray in July 1995. Bargain. John McGinn, 2.49 million. Steve Bruce, take a bow. This is one of the cleverest pieces of business I've ever seen. 2.5 million for a man that doesn't start working, brings 5 goals and 10 assists from midfield and improves morale in the dressing room. 2.49 million that scored arguably the goal of the season last year, the goal that got us promoted, and our first goal in the top flight. 2.49 million for a man linked with blockbuster moves to Manchester United, even being recommended by Alex Ferguson. He scores hat-tricks at international level, 5 goal contributions in half a Prem season, and he hasn't even hit his prime yet. He's 25. What a player. Ian Taylor, 1.35 million. Tails was a boyhood villain, plying his trade at Little Old Port Vale, before big club Sheffield Wednesday saw his potential and signed him up. In January of that season he was a Villa player, letting his football fan loyalties get in the better of his loyalties as a player, and what a player he was for us. 90 goals in 271 games as a midfielder for us. To think we paid more than that the same season for Tom Johnson. Ugo Egiog, 54,000. As I said in a recent video, Egiog is one of the best defenders we've had since God, and you're probably wondering why he's not higher up in this list at only £54,000, but you'll see why. Ugo was absolutely terrific. He formed a formidable partnership with Southgate at the back, and to give some perspective on how good this transfer was, we were also signing Steve Staunton for over £1 million at the time. I'm not saying Staunton was a bad player, far from it, but I'm just saying players of a similar quality as Ugo were going for 25 times the fee. What a player Ugo was, and what a bargain. After 9 years, he went to Borough for 10.98 million at the age of 28. 9 years after that, he retired at Sheffield United before tragically passing away due to cardiac arrest at just 44. Rest in peace, Ugo. David Platt, 270,000. He may have cost 5 times what Egiog did, but Platt was an astounding player, starting him for under 300,000 in February 1988. Platt was absolutely majestic. A wonderful player who played as number 10 or midfielder, Platt scored 50 goals in 121 games and posed a constant massive threat going forward and was classy on the ball with brilliant vision and shooting. Top player. After 3 years, he left for Bari for 7.43 million. Dwight York, 158,000. The Toboggan was absolutely beautiful to watch, playing over 200 games and scoring over 70 goals before leaving for Manchester United after 9 years for a 17.1 million profit. What a bargain. Number 1. Paul Rob McGrath, 450,000. This man was an hero. Playing through alcoholism, depression and excruciating knee injuries, while becoming the first of 3 centre-backs to win the PFA Player of the Year award at the age of 30. Highly overlooked and underrated despite the fact that he won the award at an old age, playing without ligaments in his knees and even drunk sometimes, he's always left out of the best Premier League centre-back debate and the best Irish player debate. God was terribly underrated. What a player and what a centre-half. So what do you think? Did some bargains in this list top other bargains in this list? Did I get the order all wrong? Do you think there should be some that should be in here? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe, and as always, up the villa.